Internet giant Google says it was caught totally unawares in the NSA snooping controversy and is on the side of the users. In a global exclusive to NDTV, Google's chief business officer Nikesh Arora says the tech giant holds users' data in high regard and has never handed over data to any government despite facing consequences and being instructed to do so. He says Google is in conversation with governments around the world to resolve issues of privacy and regulation. Allegations have surfaced that the NSA secretly tapped into servers of Google, Yahoo, raising serious issues over privacy of data.
But the entire privacy debate, especially with a stunning admission coming from Google, saying that the 425 million Gmail users should know that they should not expect any privacy when they're actually exchanging information on the email service. Should I not be entitled to a certain amount of privacy?
Of course you're entitled to privacy. I'm not sure we got the notion from that your privacy is anyway being compromised while you're exchanging messages with anybody. I think that's a notion that you should rid yourself of very, very quickly because it's simply not true. Nobody at Google is looking at your emails and infringing your privacy. I think the discussion on privacy, it's important to understand that as this technology becomes pervasive, there are choices we're going to make as users where we decide to share a certain amount of information so that things become more and more useful to us. We've been using credit cards for many years. It's perfectly fair to expect that the credit card company has all your information about what you bought, where you bought, when you bought it.
Right.
But we choose to share that information because it makes it convenient for us to not have to carry large amounts of cash in our wallet. I think over time, we're going to trade information of ourselves with full cognizance, which allows us to make our lives more convenient and more useful.
But convenience doesn't justify invasion of privacy, Nikesh. That remains the larger issue. So you're saying that just because it's convenient to use an email service, it's all right if your privacy is being invaded?
I'm not saying that at all. I do not condone the notion of invading anybody's privacy.
Right.
Nor do I, nor does Google. We hold our users' data in very high regard. There are many instances where we have been petitioned, requisitioned, instructed by governments around the world to try and hand over user data, which we have chosen not to do, and dealt with the consequences.
On the contrary, we're seeing internet companies like Google, in fact, in the midst of the entire controversy, the most recent one being of US authorities actually spying on digital information of top world leaders, where you're also part of the entire probe. Now, how do you deal with situations like these? Because that raises larger issues that have in fact led to serious diplomatic issues between countries.
I understand that. I think in this case, this is a broader challenge that every one of us is facing, and I think part of it, what we have actually been on the side of the user. We've tried to make sure that none of our systems are compromised.